What is good, Raider Nation? Is your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. Day 3 of the NFL draft has officially concluded for the Las Vegas Raiders, and the NFL draft in general and general manager Tom Telesco and head coach Antonio Pierce have completed their first NFL draft under this new regime, and the Raiders definitely made a lot of interesting picks. And day 3 of the NFL draft was going to be very interesting to me because typically you look at Tom Telesco's track record with the Los Angeles Chargers, he didn't have the best history of drafting in the later rounds. And if you want to build good depth on your roster, that's a huge part of it, being able to select these guys in the later rounds. But day 3 is officially concluded. I just wanted to go over all the picks, give my quick thoughts and opinions on it, and just overall give you a sensation of whether or not I think we did a good job today. But let's just start off the top. So in the 4th round with the 112th overall selection, the Las Vegas Raiders selected cornerback Damon Richardson out of Mississippi State. Now, Damon Richardson has really great physical traits. The guy is 6'2", so he has an ideal frame for a cornerback. And not only is he 6'2", I mean, the guy can run a 4.3. So just based off those traits alone, you knew he was going to be a pretty valuable pick. Now, overall, when it comes to his game, he's a guy that's really physical in the run game, and he's just a very good tackler. In 2022 and 2023, he led the entire SEC with most tackles. So I definitely love to see that. He showed some pretty good tape in man-to-man coverage. He's got those long arms as well, so he can do a good job of jamming people up at the line of scrimmage. And really, I see him as a cornerback that you just leave him on the outside. I don't see him translate it in the slot or just having him move around in that sense. He definitely has some upside. Really, the only knock you can give on him is that he has 0 interceptions throughout his college career, but he didn't play a whole lot early. And this season at the cornerback position, he was able to make plays on the ball. In 2023, he had 79 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, and 7 pass deflections. So I think he should be fine. I think those picks will come. But overall, I like this selection. I like that we took a cornerback on day 3. I thought you could get a lot of great value at this position. Now, jumping into the 5th round, the Las Vegas Raiders selected linebacker Tommy Ikenberg out of Ohio State. Tommy Ikenberg is 6'2", 233 pounds. In 2023, he had 88 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. Really, when it comes to Tommy Ikenberg, he's like a traditional, kind of like an old school type of linebacker. He's a really physical, strong linebacker. He's great when it comes to the run game, to making reads and just coming down and stopping the run. He's just the ultimate run stuffer. So he can definitely help set the tone for us. Now, some of the negatives to his game is I don't think he's going to translate very well when it comes to pass coverage. His lateral movement overall is pretty slow, so I really question how he would do as a pass coverage linebacker. But ultimately, this guy's going to be like a 1 to 2 down linebacker for you. He should be able to contribute to special teams. I mean, not going to lie, I'm not in love with this pick. If we were going to go linebacker in the 5th round, I would have preferred to get Clemson's Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who was available on the board. But the Raiders in the 5th round addressed the linebacker position. We definitely need depth at that position, so I can't be mad about that. But it definitely wasn't my favorite pick. Now, in the 6th round with the 208th overall selection, the Las Vegas Raiders selected running back Dylan Laube out of New Hampshire. Laube is 5'10", 206 pounds. He ran a 4.5 40-yard dash. In 2023, he rushed for 749 yards, had 9 touchdowns. He had 68 receptions for 699 yards, and he had 7 receiving touchdowns. So definitely the one thing I like about this guy's game is he can get involved in the passing game. We're kind of missing that at the moment. We do have Amir Abdullah, but he's not as explosive as he once was. Watching Dylan Laube, he's not the fastest guy. I mean, his physical traits aren't going to wow you, but he is pretty quick. He does have a good ability to make people miss in space. And just kind of watching this guy on tape, he kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Danny Woodhead type of running back. just like a smaller running back who's not going to wow you with his physical traits at all, but just somehow, some way is productive. That's kind of how I see Dylan Labe. Now, I definitely don't see him being the lead back for this team. By us addressing the running back position this late, that just shows me that we're going to go running back by committee. And he should be a guy that when the game plan calls for it, when you need to get a running back more involved in the passing game, this guy should be good in that aspect. And also don't sleep on the fact that he may get involved in the return game, which is definitely something to keep an eye on with the new NFL rules. He had 2 return touchdowns with New Hampshire as well. So definitely an interesting pickup here in the 6th round. We addressed the running back position. Now we're going to get into the 7th round, and that's really where I thought we got a lot of interesting prospects. We definitely got some good value. In the 7th round with the 223rd overall pick, the Raiders selected Trey Taylor, safety out of Air Force. Now, one thing about Trey Taylor, I mean, he's coming from Air Force. He seems like a great young man, a great leader. He stands at 6 foot, 213 pounds, ran a 4.59 40-yard dash. I mean, athletically, this guy isn't going to wow you as well. Doesn't have any crazy, insane traits in that respect. But he's most definitely a very high IQ football player, and he just has a good overall feel for the safety position. And the one thing he's really excels at is in the run game. He's very physical in the run game, and he's just a very good tackler overall. Comes downhill very quickly and can make things happen in run support. And that's definitely to be expected coming out of Air Force, where they run the ball a vast majority of the time. Also, he won the Jim Thorpe Award in 2023. Which is an award that's given to the best defensive back of the year. So for us to get a player that won this award in the 7th round, that's just insane value for me. He was definitely one of my sleepers. I thought he was going to be like a 6th, 7th round pick. And when I saw that we selected him, I was very excited about this. And in 2023, he had 74 total tackles, 5 tackles for loss, half a sack, 3 interceptions, and 4 pass deflections. And that's one thing with Trey Taylor too. I mean, he has limited tape when it comes to his pass coverage ability and him playing man-to-man and things of that nature. But in that short span, he was very productive. He had really good tape in that sense. Once again, he played for Navy, so they ran the ball a vast majority of the time. But with the limited amount of snaps he had in that aspect, he was able to be productive. So I really like this pickup. I don't think you can go wrong with it. At the bare minimum, I see him being a great contributor when it comes to special teams. And you never know, he may fight his way on the depth chart and ultimately get some playing time for us moving forward. A very solid player overall. And with our last pick at 229 in the 7th round, the Las Vegas went defense once again. We selected cornerback MJ Devonshire out of Pittsburgh. Now he comes in at 5'11", 186 pounds. Ran a 4.45 40-yard dash. And not gonna lie, I don't know a whole lot about him, but after doing some research, it looks like he's a cornerback that is pretty aggressive and can create some turnovers. He has 3 career pick sixes, plays well in man-to-man coverage, and in his 3 years he had 8 interceptions, so I definitely like to see that. He was a 2nd team All-ACC. It definitely seems like he has good ball skills. He contests his passes well in the air. He has good eyes and instincts to take the football in that aspect, and he just has that knack for making the big play, as we can see with 3 pick sixes throughout his career. And that's something I will definitely be very excited about, especially with the defensive line we have. If they can continue to cook, the opportunity will be perfect for cornerbacks like that. They can get a little bit more aggressive and jump routes. But with our last 7th round pick, I mean, I think you can't go wrong with it. He's definitely going to be a guy I'm going to watch a lot more film on, see what we have in him. The Raiders definitely addressed the cornerback position. But Raider Nation, that's the breakdown of day 3 of the NFL draft. Overall, I was pleased with today's draft. I thought we got good players, especially in the later rounds. And I really think every single player here can make a true impact, whether it be in special teams, whether it be as depth. I think we got good value in that aspect, and we even got a player like Damon Richardson who could be a potential starter for us. I mean, also keep an eye out on MJ Devonshire as well. He's very productive. Dylan Labe should be able to contribute to the running back group. And just in general, I think we did very well in day 3. I'm very pleased by that. But I'll take some time to look over all the prospects and give my overall grades of the entire draft. Grade every single pick and analyze how well I think Tom Telesco did in his first year with the Raiders. But Raider Nation, I definitely want to get your guys' opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of day 3 of the NFL draft. Do you like the picks? Do you not? Let me know. With that being said, that's all for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.